The love and hip-hop universe has been shaken to its very core. And this time, the explosion didn't come from Jasmine, it didn't come from Kirk, and it didn't even come from Rasheeda herself. No, the bomb that just went off came from the one woman nobody saw coming, but everybody feared: Rasheeda's mother. For years, she sat in the background, biting her tongue while her daughter endured humiliation after humiliation. She watched the cheating scandals, the baby mama drama, the endless excuses. She watched Rasheeda break down in tears while Kirk Frost played the family man card on national television. But last night was different. Last night, Mama Rasheeda finally snapped, and the words she screamed at Kirk have the entire internet in flames. "You lied to my daughter. You made her look like a fool." Those words weren't whispered. They weren't private. And they weren't calm. They roared in front of witnesses, cameras, and producers, so stunned that security had to step in before things went completely off the rails. Insiders say the confrontation was so brutal, so raw, and so undeniable that it instantly went down as one of the most unforgettable moments in love and hip-hop history. And now, fans everywhere are asking the same questions. Was this the breaking point that finally ends Kirk and Rasheeda for good? Can Kirk survive being dragged not just by his wife, but by his mother-in-law in front of the entire world? And what secret bombshells were unleashed in that room that even producers tried to keep under wraps? The truth is out, and this time, there's no hiding. The confrontation didn't happen in some random hallway or during a reunion special when tempers flare for the cameras. No, this was during what producers thought would be a calm sit-down between Kirk and Rasheeda to try and smooth things out after weeks of chaos. The plan was simple: 2 chairs, 1 camera crew, a quiet space. But no one, not even Kirk, was prepared for the door to swing open and Mama Rasheeda herself to storm in. Her face set with fury, her eyes blazing with the kind of fire that only a mother protecting her child could unleash. Witnesses say the entire energy of the room shifted instantly. Kirk visibly stiffened in his chair, trying to maintain that fake calm smirk he always puts on when he's cornered. But Mama Rasheeda wasn't here for smiles. She wasn't here for excuses. She was here for blood. She sat down directly across from Kirk, slammed her purse on the table, and locked eyes with him like a lion staring down prey. "You lied to my daughter," she exploded, her voice shaking the room. Crew members froze. Rasheeda herself sat speechless, tears already welling up in her eyes. "You humiliated her. You made her look like a fool in front of the whole world." Kirk tried to lift his hands in defense, mumbling, "I don't need to do this right now," but before he could finish, Mama Rasheeda slammed her hand on the table so hard the sound echoed. "Don't you dare try to stop me. Don't you dare try to calm me down. You sat there and lied to her face, to all of our faces, and now the whole world knows you're nothing but a fraud." Her words sliced through the air like knives. Kirk tried again, his voice weak, defensive. "I never wanted to hurt her. But she cut him off, louder this time. Don't you dare tell me you never wanted to hurt her. You destroyed her trust. You destroyed her peace. You destroyed the respect she had for you. And you did it not once, not twice, but over and over again while she defended you like a fool on TV." Rasheeda broke down, covering her face with her hands, whispering, "Mom, please." But her mother wasn't finished. She leaned closer across the table, her voice trembling with rage. "Do you know what it's like to watch your child cry herself to sleep at night because the man she trusted most couldn't even tell her the truth? Do you know what it's like to hold her while she sobs, while the internet drags her, while you sit there acting like nothing happened?" The cameras caught every word. Crew members whispered later that they'd never seen Kirk so rattled. His usual excuses weren't landing. His mask was slipping. And then, in a moment no one expected, Mama Rasheeda dropped the first twist of, "The night you think I don't know you had help hiding all this? You weren't the only one lying, Kirk. Your little friends, your so-called family, they knew about that baby. They knew, and they kept it from my daughter. You didn't just betray her, they did too. The room went silent. Even producers didn't know what to say. Fans who later heard about the confrontation said this moment was the one that cut deepest. Because if it was true, if Kirk's inner circle had been covering up his lies, then Rasheeda wasn't just betrayed by her husband. She was betrayed by an entire system designed to protect him. Kirk slumped in his chair, his face in his hands. "This isn't how it was supposed to go," he muttered. But Mama Rasheeda wasn't buying it. It's exactly how it was supposed to go. "You've been dragging my daughter through hell in the name of family, but you are the one tearing this family apart." Rasheeda sobbed quietly, the weight of every betrayal crashing down on her at once. And then Kirk made the mistake. That detonated the room. He tried to justify his silence. "I thought I was protecting her," he said softly. "If I had told her about the other child earlier, she would have left me. I was just trying to hold my family together." The explosion that followed shook the set to its core. Mama Rasheeda nearly leaped from her chair, pointing her finger in his face. "You don't protect family by lying to them. You don't protect marriage by hiding children. You don't protect my daughter by humiliating her on national television. If you don't protect her at all, you destroy her. And now the whole world knows it." The words hit like bombs. Rasheeda sobbed harder. Kirk tried to respond, but no sound came out. For the first time in years, he was utterly powerless, crushed beneath the weight of a mother's rage. But just as the confrontation seemed to be winding down, Kirk muttered something under his breath that made jaws drop. "This ain't the only time I messed up," he whispered. The crew froze. Mama Rasheeda leaned forward. "What did you just say?" And Kirk's silence confirmed everything. The cliffhanger was set. Fans knew instantly. If Kirk was admitting there was more lies, more betrayals, maybe even more children, then this saga had only just begun. The confrontation between Mama Rasheeda and Kirk should have ended there. But nothing about the Frost family ever stays contained. Within hours of that fiery showdown, whispers began to leak out of the studio. Crew members couldn't keep quiet. They just witnessed one of the rawest, most unfiltered explosions in love and hip-hop history. And by midnight, anonymous insiders were already sliding into blogs with the details. The first reports were vague. Kirk Frost just got dragged within an inch of his life by Mama Rasheeda. But then came the leaks that made jaws drop. Screenshots, real. Brutal, incriminating screenshots allegedly pulled straight from Kirk's private messages. One message, supposedly to the mother of his secret child. Read, "I told you to keep this quiet. I can't lose Rasheeda again. Just let me handle this." Another message showed him promising money. The check. "Clears Friday. Don't start no drama before then." The internet erupted instantly. So he really was paying her to stay quiet. One viral tweet read, another fan said, "This ain't even cheating anymore. This is a whole conspiracy." The timing of the leaks made it obvious. Mama Rasheeda had cracked something open. She had cornered Kirk so hard in that room that his entire web of lies began unraveling before the public's eyes. And if the texts weren't enough, the next leak turned the scandal nuclear. A grainy video surfaced, allegedly captured on a neighbor's camera. It showed Kirk walking into a townhouse late at night, glancing around nervously before disappearing inside. The timestamp is just months before his supposed confession to Rasheeda. Fans quickly connected the dots. This was the home of the woman tied to his secret child. The blogs went wild. Headlines screamed, "Kirk Frost caught sneaking around again, and video proves he was still lying to Rasheeda." The memes were merciless. One showed Kirk tiptoeing with the caption, "The lies got feet." Another compared him to a character in a spy movie, sneaking around Atlanta with disguises. But beneath the laughter was real anger. Fans flooded Rasheeda's page with thousands of comments, begging her to finally leave. "Your mama warned you. It's over. Listen to your mother. He's never gonna change." Mama Rasheeda herself wasn't staying quiet either. Insiders revealed she called her daughter immediately after the leaks and told her, "You see? I told you he wasn't done lying. Every word out of his mouth is poison." That quote spread like wildfire. Screenshots of it reposted by fan pages with the caption, "Mama always knows, always knows." But the biggest twist came next, an audio recording. Out of nowhere, an anonymous account uploaded a 3-minute clip to Twitter. The voices weren't crystal clear, but fans swore they recognized Kirk and members of his inner circle. Conversation was chilling. "This gets out, it's over for me," Kirk's voice allegedly said. "We gotta spin this before Mama Rasheeda starts talking again." Another voice responded, "Don't worry, we'll leak something about her. Distract the blogs, you just stay quiet." That clip set the internet on fire. It confirmed what Mama Rasheeda had screamed in his face. Kirk hadn't just lied. He had people around him helping cover it up. This wasn't one man making mistakes. This was a network protecting his image while Rasheeda suffered in silence. The reaction was instant and merciless. So it was never about protecting the family. It was about protecting himself. Kirk really out here running a PR team of lies. Fans crowned Mama Rasheeda the ultimate truth teller, the one who broke through the smokescreen. Hashtags like #Mama was right and #exposed again trended for days. Then came the wave of celebrity reactions. Spice went live, shaking her head. "That was my mama. Kirk would have been 6 feet under already." Carly Red reposted the leaked audio with a glass of wine in hand, captioning it, "Who? The lies always find their way out." Even Yandy Smith threw shade, posting a meme of Mama Rasheeda with the caption, "Sometimes it takes a mother's love to end the cycle." But the industry response didn't stop at shade. Insiders whispered that VH1 producers were already shifting their focus for the rest of the season. One producer allegedly said, "Mama Rasheeda is the star now. People don't even care about Kirk. They want her front and center." Fans agreed, starting petitions demanding she be given her own spinoff. One petition read, "Replace Kirk Frost with Mama Rasheeda. We're tired of the lies. Give us the truth." Thousands signed in just 48 hours. Meanwhile, Kirk was nowhere to be found. No social media posts, no restaurant appearances, no filming. He'd gone completely dark. Rumors swirled that he was hiding out at a friend's house, avoiding cameras, terrified of what might drop next. And fans knew something. More was coming because the leaks weren't slowing down. Days later, the final blow of Part 2 landed. Court documents. A gossip site dropped what they claimed was an official child support order tied to Kirk. The papers, stamped with dates and figures, suggested he had been financially responsible for the secret child all along, quietly paying support while denying everything publicly. The revelation hit like a bomb. It proved that Kirk's recent confession wasn't about honesty, it was about damage control, because the receipts were about to surface anyway. Mama Rasheeda was vindicated yet again. Fans flooded timelines with praise. "She told us," she told Rasheeda. "And now we got proof. The mama we all wish we had." One viral post summed it up. Rasheeda's mom was the voice of reason. Kirk's the voice of lies. And Rasheeda's the voice of heartbreak. The Frost Bistro, once Kirk and Rasheeda's pride, became ground zero for fan backlash. Yelp reviews tanked. 1-star reviews piled in with comments like, "Food bland, lies spicier." Another review mocked, "Tastes like betrayal, needs more seasoning and less cheating." Even customers showing up in person began heckling Kirk, yelling, "Where mama at?" when he tried to work the floor, but the most chilling rumor dropped, just as the backlash reached its peak. Insiders claimed Kirk was planning a counterattack. He allegedly told friends and producers, "If they think I'm going down alone, they've got another thing coming. I got dirt too. I'll burn the whole thing down." The implication was terrifying. Was he threatening to expose Mama Rasheeda herself? To smear the one person who had finally stood up to him? Blogs immediately speculated, wondering what kind of dirt Kirk could possibly have on his mother-in-law. Financial records, old secrets. Or was it just a desperate bluff to claw back control? Fans were outraged. Kirk dares come for Mama Rasheeda. It's over. Atlanta will riot. Another wrote, he couldn't defend himself, so now he's trying to attack her. That's coward energy. The cliffhanger was set, with Mama Rasheeda's truth out in the open with leaked texts, video, and audio confirming Kirk's betrayal, and with Kirk allegedly plotting revenge of his own, the stage was ready for the most dangerous chapter yet. Would Kirk really risk war against his own mother-in-law? And if he did, what would that mean for Rasheeda, who was still silent, broken, and caught between the two most powerful figures in her life? Part 2 ended not with closure, but with dread. Because everyone knew the next chapter wasn't going to be a fight for love anymore. It was going to be a fight for legacies, reputations, and survival. By the time the dust from the leak settled, Atlanta wasn't just buzzing, it was boiling. Blogs couldn't keep up. Screenshots, audio clips, and shaky videos were still circulating like wildfire. But the real storm was what people couldn't see. Kirk Frost plotting in silence, while fans dragged him through the mud, while Mama Rasheeda basked in vindication. Kirk was allegedly making phone calls, setting meetings, and preparing for a counterattack that no one saw coming. According to insiders, his exact words to a close friend were chilling. If they want war, I'll give them war. I got dirt too, and if I go down, I'm not going alone. Those words alone set social media ablaze, Kirk threatening to come for Mama Rasheeda now. One tweet read, racking up 50,000 likes. He better not. We'll burn Frost Bistro down ourselves. Fans had made it clear, if Kirk even breathed wrong in Mama Rasheeda's direction, his already fragile image would shatter into dust. But Kirk, cornered and desperate, seemed ready to do the unthinkable. And then it happened. Late one night, a mysterious blog account posted a teaser. A blurry image of a sealed envelope stamped with the words confidential. The caption, what Kirk Frost gave us will end more than just a marriage. It will end legacies. Stay tuned. The internet nearly collapsed under the weight of speculation. Could Kirk really be leaking receipts on his own mother-in-law? Was he prepared to smear Mama Rasheeda, the one woman who had become a cultural icon for speaking truth to his lies? The backlash was immediate and brutal. Kirk really about to wage war on his own family. It's disgusting. Imagine cheating for years and then deciding the problem is your wife's mama. Even celebrities weighed in. Cardi B jumped into a Shade Room post commenting, he really playing with fire? Mama Rasheeda is untouchable. Tamar Braxton tweeted, baby, if Kirk thinks he can drag a mama, he done lost it. But the speculation didn't stop there. The whisper campaign began shifting. Suddenly, the blogs weren't just teasing dirt on Mama Rasheeda. They started hinting at something even darker. Secrets about Rasheeda herself. One well-known Atlanta blogger, notorious for exposing industry scandals, posted a cryptic video. Y'all think Kirk the only one lying? Nah, I got an envelope right here, straight from the source. When I drop it, y'all gonna see Rasheeda ain't the angel y'all think she is? Fans were floored. Could it be true? After all the years of betrayal, tears, and humiliation, could Rasheeda, the victim everyone had been rallying behind, have her own skeletons tucked away? Was Kirk bluffing, or had he really uncovered something explosive? The internet fractured into two camps overnight. Some swore it was just a distraction tactic. Others braced for the possibility that Rasheeda wasn't as innocent as she appeared. Meanwhile, Mama Rasheeda was reportedly unfazed. According to insiders, she told producers flat out, I don't care what Kirk tries to dig up, he's desperate. He's scared. He knows the only way to fight me is to lie. But I'm not going anywhere. I'll fight him till the end. Her words only fueled her legend. Fans flooded Twitter with the hashtag MamaDONTplay. turning her into the face of defiance against Kirk's desperation. But things got messier when an anonymous audio clip surfaced. In it, a male voice that fans insisted sounded like Kirk muttered, "If I leak this, they'll never look at her the same. She'll lose fans, lose everything." That sentence sent shockwaves through the fandom. Was he really about to try to destroy his wife to save himself? The speculation turned into hysteria when a second anonymous leak dropped an alleged financial document, linking Rasheeda's boutique business to questionable funds. Blogs jumped on it immediately. Is Rasheeda hiding money? Could Kirk be sitting on proof that the Frost Empire isn't as clean as it looks? Though nothing was verified, the rumor itself was enough to ignite chaos. Fans debated fiercely. Some defended Rasheeda, saying Kirk was clearly planting false receipts. Others worried there might be more to the story than anyone knew. VH1 producers couldn't resist. They scheduled another emergency taping, this time with Kirk, Rasheeda, and Mama Rasheeda all in the same room. Cameras rolling, security doubled. The tension was unbearable. Mama Rasheeda sat stiff, her eyes locked on Kirk like she was daring him to try her. Rasheeda sat silent, her face unreadable, but her hands trembling in her lap. And Kirk, he sat back with a smirk that made everyone in the room uneasy. "You think you broke me," Kirk started, his voice low. "But y'all don't know half the story." He pulled out a folder of his own and dropped it on the table with a thud. "If I open this, everything changes. Y'all, ready for that? Ready for that?" The cameras zoomed in. Rasheeda's eyes widened. Mama Rasheeda leaned forward, her voice steady but sharp. "You open that folder, Kirk, and you won't just lose your wife. You'll lose what little respect you have left in this world." Silence was suffocating. Crew members later said you could hear hearts pounding. Kirk hesitated, his fingers on the folder. Then he leaned back, smirking again. "Not yet, but soon. When the time's right." The internet exploded as soon as news of that taping leaked. Kirk sitting on receipts against Rasheeda? This man is diabolical. He really thinks destroying his wife will save him. Evil. One fan wrote what everyone was thinking. If Kirk goes to war with Mama Rasheeda and Rasheeda herself, he's signing his own death certificate in this culture. But the most chilling part came later that night. The same Atlanta blogger who teased the envelope posted another video. This time he held up a flash drive and said, "The Frost family truth is bigger than you think. When this drops, careers, reputations, and marriages are done." The video ended with him smirking into the camera. No details, no context, just a threat hanging over everyone's head. Fans lost their minds. What's on the flash drive? Is this Kirk's final play? Or is someone else about to expose the entire family? The frenzy reached fever pitch, and through it all, Rasheeda remained silent. No posts, no interviews, no statements. Just silence, a silence that fans no longer saw as strength, but as terror. Was she hiding because she was broken beyond repair? Or was she hiding because she knew the storm that was coming would take her down with Kirk? The cliffhanger was undeniable. Mama Rasheeda had won the people's respect. Kirk was threatening. To scorch earth, Rasheeda was caught in the crossfire, somewhere in Atlanta. A flash drive sat waiting to detonate the Frost Empire once and for all. The only question left was, who would survive when the truth finally dropped? And if you think the firestorm is over, think again. Because what we've just witnessed was only the spark. Mama Rasheeda stood up, unleashed the truth, and turned Kirk Frost into the most hated man in Atlanta. But Kirk isn't crawling away. In shame, he's promising revenge, hinting at receipts that could shatter not just his marriage, but Rasheeda's entire brand. And now, a mysterious flash drive is being dangled in front of the world like a ticking time bomb. So the question is, will Kirk really go as far as to drag his own wife and her mother through the mud just to save himself? Or will the truth on that flash drive destroy Kirk before he can even pull the trigger? We're staring down the edge of a scandal that could burn down the entire Frost legacy. And the next chapter might be the most explosive in love and hip-hop history. But here's the real danger: if you blink, you'll miss it. These leaks are dropping without warning. 1 second it's a cryptic caption. The next, it's a full-blown video leak that the blogs can't stop replaying. And if you're not locked in right here, you'll be the last one to know when the truth finally blows wide open. So here's what you need to do right now. Smash that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should Rasheeda finally walk away, or will she stay and fight? And most importantly, subscribe with notifications on. Because the next receipt, the next video, the next devastating twist could drop any second. And when it does, you'll want to be the first to see it. This isn't just gossip anymore. This is history unraveling in real time. Don't miss it.